I had a good chat with Angel Fernandez and Robert Garcia earlier on, and one of the questions I did ask them was, are we naive enough to thinking as boxing fans that your only way of winning this fight from your side is to go out and do what everyone thinks you should do?
Head forward, eyes closed, and just go, sure, and hope one of them land.
Everyone's expert in boxing.
Yeah, stick and move, baby. Stick to the jab, stick to the right hand, move a bit. Boxing, innit?
How's that relationship?
What's good, family? Shout out to your man, the YB. Number one man in the game right now. Gaza James are coming through with the most boostful coin. $20, much needed, 100%. So we just heard there from your man's Anthony Johnston. Oh my God. Oh my God. This guy. And you know, for me, yeah, this whole shtick from Coogan. I don't know why. I don't know who these funny style. I do know who these funny style media cats are. These funny. Let me tell you something about these funny style media cats. Yeah, like Coogan. People always said to me, YB, why don't you want to chase around big buff dudes with your camera? Now you know why. Yeah, the YB ain't chasing no big buff dudes around with his camera. Yeah, this ain't some 1990s. X-rated thing going on. If I'm gonna chase big buff dudes around with a camera, you know what it's gonna be for. Ain't gonna be for no boxing interviews either. Yeah, that's what you best believe it won't be for. Oh, AJ, people, the casual fans think that you should get stuck in, but we know differently, yeah. Oh, AJ, we're not going to be naive to think that you can go in there and get stuck in on Usyk despite how huge you are. Why you got a Coogie, yeah? Why are you coming weird like that? Just be honest with the guy. Say, listen, AJ, we're all locked into the YB channel, yeah, and he been putting it on you. Are you going to get your nuts out, or are you going to get your nuts out? You don't have to put the preset there, implying that the casual fans, or implying that anyone who says that you should get stuck in is some low IQ loser who don't know what they're talking about. Yeah? And that's what I mean when I tell you, this game is so... Number one, these fighters are so... What's the word? They take everything personally. That's the first thing. That's why Coogan... to be fair, I'm not even sure Coogan would say anything if the fighters weren't full of ego and would cancel your interviews kind of thing. Coogan's that kind of guy. He just want to go along to get along anyway. But still, these fighters, for whatever reason, the media tiptoe... Well, we know why. Like I said, it's because they won't get access or whatever. But still, that's why I ain't do it. Either way... Why couldn't Coogan just ask the question? AJ, you got your ears boxed off in the first fight trying to play pity-patty, yeah? Cut the whole BS about the casual fans and people think that you should just get stuck in, and AJ even starts mocking it. He goes, oh yeah, I'll just wade in there, and they're both having a great laugh. It's like, wade in there, yeah? I ain't gonna lie to you, that'd be a start. AJ would have a better chance doing what he does. Obviously, that was pity-patty, slappy shots, but still, AJ, I'm telling you now, AJ, yeah, will have a better chance going in there and winging heavy shots than he will doing what you just heard him say. I haven't even got to that part. Jesus. Yeah? Did you hear him? So wait there, and this is what I mean when I say the whole point of the question Coogan was really wanting to ask. Coogan really wanted to ask, AJ, are you going to get stuck in or not? But he couldn't, because he didn't want to make it awkward for AJ, or for whatever reason, he didn't want to ask a straight question. So instead, he tries to put it off on the casual fans. Oh, the casual fans say you should get stuck in. What do you think about that? But that at which point, it loses the seriousness. And that's how AJ's able to laugh it off. Oh yeah, I'll just go in there winging. No, that's not how you should approach the question. The question should be asked, listen AJ, yeah, your ears got boxed off trying to play piddle paddle with Usyk. Do you think it's a good idea to play piddle paddle with him again? That's how it should have been asked. Simple as that. Yeah? Straight to the point. Instead, you saw what Coogan did. Coogan completely... What's the word? I'm not sure of the word, but Coogan de-escalated the seriousness of the question and allowed AJ to fiddle out of it or just scurry out of it. Oh yeah, I'll go in there and just wade away. Like, and then, unfortunately, that's when the killer blow was struck. Any AJ fan listening to this, you man should be done after hearing this. AJ then said, no, I'm going in there, I'm going to box and move, use a jab, and I thought, I'm done with this guy, man. I'm done. After hearing that, I'm done with this guy, because I'm sorry, yeah. I mean, I was critical a few months ago when he was talking about Rayful Edmonds and being a gangster. What happened to that? He said, oh, I'm going in there for war now, and that's what I told you, that when things get closer to reality, back in November, the fight was months off, quarters off, the best part of a year off. It's easy to feel hard, yeah? That's why often, yeah, you'll notice these fighters, after the fight, they have a lot to say. I've been critical of a lot of them, but it's true. Because it's easy to have a lot to say. It's easy to have ideas when the other guy isn't in front of you. You know what I'm saying? We can all have ideas in the press conference, or we can all say, "Oh, he didn't punch that hard." How many times have we seen fighters get whooped and then say after the fight, "Oh, his punch isn't that impressive"? It's like, well, if it weren't that impressive, why didn't you do something about it at the time? Yeah, or best, yeah, that's it. Rolly Romero, yeah, who just got his pack smoked by Gervonta Davis. He came out and said, "Oh, I was winning the fight and his power was weak," and what? You just got chinned. Your eyes was rolling in your head like a Las Vegas slot machine. Yeah? If Tang doesn't have any power, why was it your eyes were spinning in your head and you was out cold for 10 seconds? Yeah? But instead, the media said to him, no word of a lie, at the time, yeah, Ellie Suckback said to him, "Oh, wow, Rolly, you did really well. You lasted 7 rounds." I'm thinking, it's unbelievable. Same as George Bumbosas. George Bumbosas talks about war, gets in there, gets his head boxed off after the fight. Devin Haney's power isn't that good, and I haven't been in the war. And it's like, well, if you haven't been in the war, why didn't you make it a war when you had the chance to change the fight? Yeah. So like I said, they fought in September 2021. Back in October or November, when AJ put the video out about, yeah, I'm going Rayful Edmonds, yeah, I'm going John Gotti, yeah, or whoever else you want, yeah, I'm going Frank Lucas from the film, yeah. He had all that energy because it weren't real. Now it's getting real. For example, Gareth A. Davis had an interview with AJ today as well at the press conference and said to him, "AJ, what words have you got for Usyk?" And AJ bowed his head and said, "Oh, I haven't got any words for Usyk. I'm just going to leave it. He started mumbling. "I haven't got any words. My actions speak louder than my words." I thought, what happened to all that staring? What happened to all that staring him off in the face to face? What happened to that? Come on, tell us what happened to that. Because 1 minute you was staring him in the eye. Oh look, I'm staring you. Yeah. Now, yeah, sounded like Mr. Bean. Mr. Bean sounding ass. Mr. Bean's this guy. And I'm done with this guy anyway, man. But that for me again, and this is what I mean when people keep telling this guy, "Oh yeah, AJ, it's all the fans' fault. It's all the fans' fault that they're saying that you should get stuck in." People like Coogan devaluing the truth. The truth is, you need to get stuck in. But you got goobers like, and you can see how it happens now. For a long time, I've been telling you, man, why is it the game plans are so bad? It's things like this. No one wants the cold hard truth. No one has sat AJ down and told him, "Listen, man, if you want this fight," and I've been saying for a long time, I think AJ should retire. Yeah. Or at least his team need to have a hard and frank discussion with him. AJ, we need to sit down and have a talk. When you say you want this, do you really want this? Are you prepared to get your face bust up? Are you prepared to have your eye bone bust? Yeah? Are you prepared to get off the canvas? These are, and I'm sure, obviously in an interview he's going to say yes, but his team should have spent the last X amount of time working that out. Because for me, this man doesn't sound like he's in a position to do the things he's most likely going to need to do. As you heard there, "Oh, I'm going to box and move." Again. But like I said, that's because people like Coogan have been telling him, oh yeah, it's only the casual, low IQ boxing fans who think you should get stuck in. Yeah, I'm sure there's another special way, and clearly, AJ's mindset, you just heard him. Yeah, we're going to box and move, and the right hand, and... What? The right hand? You went right hand for right hand with Usyk and got smoked. That's the truth. Really, your most success was the uppercuts to the body. We know AJ's a prolific, or in the prime of his career, he was a prolific hooker and uppercutter. Ever since the Ruiz fight, he hasn't even... He's rarely thrown them. And when he has, like against Pulev, there was no finesse. So when I hear he's, oh yeah, it's the jab and the right hand, you tried that. You literally did that in the first fight and lost 8 or 9 rounds. And we're hearing you say it again. Box and move. And I'm sorry, people, but it should be clear in AJ. If AJ had the right team, yeah, it should be clear to him, the strategy. And I'm sorry, I don't get how them words are coming out of his mouth. Yeah, you know, box and move. And yeah, right hand and... Is it? I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but he ain't lining up with what needs to happen. But I've been known this because AJ's being trained by Angel Fernandez, Fernando Alonso's cousin. Yeah, and ever since Fernandez was the main influence of the Ruiz rematch, he was the one who brought in that running around rubbish. That's the truth. Because whatever we say about Rob McCracken, yeah, AJ wasn't galloping backwards until he met Fernando. That's the God's honest truth. Watch all of AJ's fights up until Ruiz 2. We'd never seen AJ gallop backwards around the ring on his bicycle. We just hadn't seen it. And people came out after the fight applauding it. Oh, it's a great boxing performance. And I even said, this ain't a good look. Because once people think they can find an easy way out, that's what they'll do every time. And we saw it again and again. AJ now is falling in love with trying to find a way to nick a fight on points. Because he don't want to do what his physique is developed for. His physique is developed for hooks and uppercuts, power shots. They're not developed. It's not. Yeah, he can jab. As we found out though, he ain't with the best of them. At one point in time, I told you that no one can outbox AJ. Well, I was wrong, because little Midge Don came up and boxed your ears off. So we can forget about that. Now we know you ain't that guy that we thought you might have been. And even so, even now knowing you ain't that guy, your team is still going back to doing the same thing they've been doing. And AJ's got no one to blame but himself. I've got another video coming soon. AJ said, oh, I've given Fernando full control. Who is? And I've been telling you, I believe Fernando and AJ are in some sort of relationship. Because it don't make no sense. AJ didn't even give Rob McCracken free reign. Because if you remember rightly, AJ was the one who brought Fernando in the first place. AJ never give Rob full reign. AJ was always signing off on Rob's moves. AJ was always in control, but now for the first time, AJ, he's brought in a man who's got no qualifications, has got no proof of anything. Show me, where is Fernando's proof of anything? None. There ain't no proof of anything. And AJ's put his full trust in him. And I'm telling you, for me, there's something going on behind closed doors, and I think there is some sort of relationship where he's trying to satisfy happy wife, happy life kind of thing. Yeah, right. Yeah, if you want to bring Robert in, bring Robert in. No worry, babies. Yeah, no worry, baby. Yeah, bring Robert in. Anything to keep you happy. That's what it feels like to me. Yeah, AJ just want that sweet Latina booty coming. That's what I think it is. I think Fernando, he got that yellow Latina complexion going on. AJ like the fiery Latino dons. That's what he like, from what I've seen. Yeah, he want that bottom line, yeah? And it's no wonder, think about it, people, it's adding up now. Why are AJ's legs so weak in the fight? Oops. Yeah, he got the man in the camp. He in there blowing out, getting his back blown out by Fernando. That's my speculation. Yeah, I'm thinking, wait a minute, AJ's in there with Usyk, who's small, and in the 12th round, he's on the ropes with his legs caving in. You know what, yeah? You best believe AJ legs were caving in, because Fernando doing God knows what for the month leading into the camp. Yeah? Your legs would be caving in too if Fernando had been there pushing all sorts of shit. I mean, pushing all your dinner back in. I'm just telling you what I've seen. Call me a liar. Was or was not AJ's legs giving way in the 12th round? I never seen that before. I've seen Don's go down. I've never seen Don's knees buckling. Yeah? And that ain't no coincidence. That's renowned. In them kind of circles. Them Dons have weak knees. Yeah? You trust me, you have someone run up all in your shit, your knees will be weak too, 100%. Anyway, I mean, get this guy out of it. For me, if Usyk smoked this dude pack, good riddance in my book, man. I'm done with this guy, man. Those that can't hear must feel. Simple as that. Yeah, and I'm done with it. Get this dusty ass guy out of here anyway, man. Done with this guy.